What would you like people to know about you in terms of what it's like to be Middle Eastern?
All right, we are just getting word now what appears to be a shooting, maybe multiple shootings in the city of
whether this was a
Paris.
hate crime, whether it was inspired by some kind of radical Islamic ideology or some other motivation.
Indeed, I am of the Middle Eastern heritage. I come from Jordan. I am a Muslim as well, but above all, I am a human being and a scientist. I am someone who's working towards improvement of the whole human race.
I started wearing the hijab when I was 18 years old in college. It's something that I had wanted to do for a long time, and it really helped me to become a stronger Muslim and stronger in my faith. It definitely is a reminder to me every single day that I have to try to make myself be better and be a true representative of what Islam is really all about.
The way we dress is just the outside look. Everybody has their own personality inside them, and we're just like anybody else who has that different personality. It doesn't matter how you dress, it's how you feel and what you believe in. I think that makes a difference.
There's a lot that goes unspoken about being from the Middle East, about being Muslim, living in the West and the United States especially. I do feel that I tend to kind of suppress, I guess, my religious identity to some degree. Maybe that's in part an unfortunate thing about having a lot of talk in the media about Islam, and there's some element of unease about portraying that in a broad way, or let's say more visible way.
Because I'm a Muslim, when something very tragic and unfortunate happens, that I have to justify that I do not condone it or in any way support that, right? But I have to justify it because I am a Muslim, right? And I want people to know that I identify with the general American population. As much as they feel the frustration and the anger when you see incidents like Orlando, I do too. And my heart goes out to all of those people.
And thus maybe I would ask people to get over that psychological barrier to start that conversation. And start by asking questions. Getting to know people, getting to know how they think, how they lead their lives, will help others start to understand them in the workplace as well. And they will find ways to engage that energy of Muslims much better by getting to understand them.
We're no different. That when we pray, we may not fold our hands, we may have them held like this, but at the end of the day, we're praying for the same things, for a better life, for a better community.
I remember about 2 years ago, I approached one of my dear friend and colleague at Lilly. We had the African-American gunshot and issues here in the US. And I approached her to just ask her, how was she feeling? And it was my intent was to seek to understand, how does an African-American mother feel in her family? And she stopped and had tears in her eyes and touched my arm and told me that this has been going on forever, and I was the first one to ask her that question at work. I know that people don't mean not to ask, and I know that people, we just don't know sometimes how to ask and not offend and not go beyond our boundaries. But at the end, we're humans. So let's bring some compassion, ask, seek to understand, listen, and be curious.